Bueno, hoy vamos a explicar la siguiente evidencia que, bueno, ya estamos en la AP5 de pronto, para los que recién ingresan, estamos realizando las evidencias de la AP5 Ensayo y tanto en el grupo también podemos encontrar el link de la grabación de cómo realizar el diagrama de flujos sobre las instrucciones de un proceso relacionado con su quehacer laboral. Para hoy vamos a explicar esta segunda evidencia, que es un ensayo sobre las etapas básicas del proceso de una empresa y las personas en un equipo de trabajo. ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Teniendo en cuenta, bueno, vamos a trabajar lo que es reporting speech y vamos a trabajar los adjetivos terminados en ed y ing. Vamos a realizar un ensayo sobre una situación de conflicto de intereses dentro de eh, nuestra parte laboral o académica. Entonces, vamos a indagar sobre la información respecto sobre los conflictos de intereses que apliquen dentro de nuestro proceso laboral o académico y vamos a exponer nuestro punto de vista a través de un ensayo. ¿Qué debe contener el ensayo? Un título, ¿cierto? Debe contener la parte de conceptos y palabras claves, ¿cierto? Recordemos que pues, el ensayo tiene una estructura, que bueno, ahora lo vamos a explicar también en inglés. Y bueno, aparte de eso, pues vamos a escribir dos párrafos, ¿cierto? Título, introducción, ¿cierto? La introducción, pues que vaya acompañada de las palabras claves. Mínimo un ensayo, por lo general, un ensayo académico tiene dos párrafos y finalmente las conclusiones y sus referencias, ¿ok? Entonces, recordemos que este va relacionada sobre conflicto de intereses y vamos a utilizar lo que es el reporting speech, que es como esta misma temática de reporting instructions and requests, y los adjetivos terminados en ed and ing. ¿Listo? Any questions? ¿Alguna pregunta, alguna duda con respecto al qué es lo que hay que realizar en esta evidencia?
Sí, hola.
Hola, Ian.
Sí, hola. Perdón, el tema de reporting speech ya no lo habíamos tratado en la actividad de aprendizaje pasada.
Sí, se están retomando algunas cosas para esta parte final. Entonces, por eso se va a tratar el reported speech acompañado de los adjetivos terminados en ed y ing.
Entendido, está bien.
Thank you. ¿Alguien tiene alguna otra pregunta o alguna otra duda? ¿No? Ok, listo. Entonces, vamos a iniciar em, con la explicación de los adjetivos terminados en ed. Me dan un segundo que no me quiere compartir pantalla. Ya, listo. Entonces, with the adjective ending in ed and ing. What is the use of these two adjectives, or how to form these two adjectives? Do you know how to do it, or have you heard it before about it? Or do you know how to form the adjective in ed or ing? Or what is the difference between these two of them?
ed se usa para el pasado. Por ejemplo, work se vuelve work. Ing se usa para algo que se está realizando en el presente. Work se vuelve working.
Yeah, but Ian, be careful but that we are we are talking about the adjective, not about tenses or words, because that is difference. Yeah, you are right. When we use ed in past tense is to form the past tense, or the ing to talk about something that is happening right now. But the adjective in this case is in order to mention or describe a feeling or a characteristic, an opinion, or what we think about something or about someone. Yeah? What is the difference between these two of them? First of all, in order to form the adjective, yeah, we have to think about the difference between feel and what we think, or what we think. Okay. First, for example, the verb bore, aburrido, ¿sí? Aburrirse, ¿cierto? ¿Cómo formamos? How we form this adjective. For example, if it is something that I feel right now, for example, if I said this class, I feel bored. Yeah, I feel bored. This is something that I am feeling in this moment about the class, for example. Or, for example, if we just finished the class, or we just arrived from work, so we feel tired. Yeah. So remember, in order to construct or to form the adjective, in this case, that's something that we are feeling, we add ed to the verb, okay? On the other hand, we add ing at the verb that it's something that I think about something or about someone. For example, if I am watching a movie, I can say that movie is boring. Yeah, that film is boring. In this case, this adjective is telling that the movie is boring. And I think that that movie is boring. Or my opinion about that movie is that is boring. Yeah, that is the difference between the adjective ending in ed or ing. Okay?
Yep, understood.
Okay, that's perfect. What about the others? Okay, I am going to check on the chat. Okay, thank you. Okay, this topic is not difficult. We just have to be careful about what I want to how I want to use it. If it is an opinion, remember that we use ing, but if it is something that I feel, so I add ed, okay? So let's check first int in some practice. Okay, let's do the writing one first before doing the speaking one. Okay, for example, let's do this first one. For example, I was shocked because it's something that I am feeling. I was shocked by how shocking the accident was last night. Yeah, so this one with ed is something that I was feeling in that moment. Why or about what? About the accident that was the last night. Okay? Okay, let's do the next one. So, for example, Ian is going to do the next one. The next one, Alejandro, and the next one, Elber. If you don't have a microphone, so please do it in the chat, okay? So, Ian.
Sully was confused by the confusing street signs in the city.
Yeah, that's correct. Really? Cool. Okay, Alejandro. What is the correct answer in this one? Okay, let's do it everyone. I am tired or tiring. I know that Albert doesn't have. Okay, Alejandro, tiring the first one and the second one tired. Tiring and tired. Okay, are you sure about that? Remember that when we use the adjective with ed, it is something that I feel or that someone feels, okay? And with ing is external, okay? It is an opinion about something or something that I think about someone or something, okay? Alejandro, this one is wrong. The correct order is this one, okay? Okay, let's do the next one, Elber. I feel annoying or annoyed. Remember that in this case, it's just one sentence, okay? You have to choose just one, Elber. Okay, Elber. Just, okay, annoyed. Okay, I feel annoyed. The weather is killing me. Okay, that's perfect. Ian?
I think that rainy days in winter are depressing.
Yeah, that's correct. I think that rainy days in winter are depressing. Uy, ¿qué pasa aquí? Sorry. Okay, Alejandro. Boring or bored. She's of doing the same thing every day. Boring, okay. Okay, ¿qué dicen los demás? Agree or disagree? What do you think, Elber? This is correct or not? Or Ian, what do you think? This is correct or not?
Elber is typing.
Yeah, I know he's typing. I think this is option. Yeah. In this case is bored. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, let's do the next one. That speech was so inspiring or inspired, Elber. Hello, Elber. Are you there? Inspiring. Okay, yeah. And the next one, his letter was deeply moved or moving.
Sorry, is it my turn?
Yeah,
His letter was deeply moving.
okay. And let's do this. Annie fell down the stairs and she was so embarrassing or embarrassed. Annie fell down the stairs and she was so, this is for all. Embarrassed? Yeah,
Yeah, that's the right answer.
yeah, that's correct. Okay. Okay, this was the other one, but I think that just Ian has access to microphone, so I don't know, Elber, if you have solved your problem with that microphone. Ian, please, can you help me to answer this question? What movie really captivated you?
To be honest, I don't watch too many movies. Can I get another question?
Yeah, I I just remember that you said uh, so many times that you didn't like to watch movie or series or in any of that. Okay. When was the last time you were really surprised?
Um, Last week, because it turns out one of my friends from abroad is coming to visit me in October,
Okay,
and I
thank
wasn't
you.
expecting that, so that was surprising.
Okay, good, surprised. Okay, thank you. Elber, do you have microphone? What make you really bored?
You can hear me, teacher?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Mm, I'm worried. Mm, quiet. Eh, estar quieto.
Okay, okay, that make you bored.
Being still.
Okay, you you like to do always do something. Um,
Mm,
for example, you don't like to rest, or it's just you like to do something every
rest.
day.
I love rest.
Okay, okay, okay. Let's do another one. What is one of the most exciting jobs you can think of? How about one of the most boring jobs? Okay, you can choose if you want to talk about the exciting or the boring one. Ian or Elber or both of you can answer this question, please. What is the most exciting or boring job?
I think one two of the most boring jobs I could get are being a policeman or being in the military.
Uy. Okay. What was the most bored or what you don't like it, Ian?
I don't really like standing watch and looking out for people and or taking care of um, government building or facilities. I don't like the concept of standing still for several hours during um, um, you know when the military sorry, I don't know how to explain this.
Okay, try it in your own.
uh, can I say it in Spanish?
Yes, of course.
Digamos que no me gusta cuando los militares están, no sé, como quietos por mucho tiempo en la misma posición mientras una persona habla. Eso se me hace muy aburrido. I think that's really boring. I don't really imagine myself working in the military.
Okay, but you were in a long time doing that job?
Oh no. Um, I've never been in the military.
Okay, just by thinking about that, you have your opinion. Okay, yeah, thank you. Elber,
Teacher, exciting jobs for me. Sniper mission.
sniper mission.
And yes,
Okay,
o sea, a mí me parece muy excitante como trabajo las misiones que les asignan a los francotiradores.
okay,
Me parece
okay.
muy excitante.
Now,
And
now try
another,
to
and
do it.
another exciting job, defending myself against a cyber attack.
Cyber attack. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, let's do another one. What is something relaxing you do when you are stressed?
You.
What is something relaxing you do when you are stressed? For example, Ian, I remember that you work at home. That's right. Yeah, in a remote job. What you do for relaxing when you are stressed?
Just play music on loop and just background music.
Okay. What about you, Elber? I think that you mentioned that you travel a lot.
In my case, I when I go out the work,
Mhm.
I relax in mountain bike.
Okay. 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 Let's do the last one. When was the last time you were terrified? When was the last time you were terrified?
May I answer?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Last time I was terrified, it was when they told my father that he needs knee surgery.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's something that is really, really hard. Okay, Elber, when was the last time you were terrified?
Mm, Teacher, in Saturdays, earthquake.
Okay, the earthquake. Okay, you feel it so hard?
Yes.
And you run out with your pajama.
Yes.
I saw
I'm run
many
around
videos
uh,
laughing. Yeah.
uh, and plants moving and house moving. Uh, is very terrified.
At
Okay.
what time was it?
Albert,
Yes.
Ian made a question.
At what time was it?
At what time? I don't understand. Perdón.
¿A qué horas fue el terremoto?
A las 8 de la mañana. 8 o'clock.
Entendido, veo.
Okay. Okay. Thank you to both of you. Okay. Did you have any question about this topic?
No,
No?
teacher.
Okay. 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 Do you remember the use of reported speech? Do you remember what is the use of the reported speech?
More or less, it. I remember it's about talking about things other people did or said.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to share the screen. Yeah. Do you remember how to use it, what to take into account in order to use the reported speech?
Instructor, I'm really sorry, but I learned my English just by doing and not by studying hard. So I cannot remember the rules for it. But if you ask me to use reported speech, I would gladly do it. Like I would do it, but like not even thinking about the rules of reported speech, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Okay. Um, it is important to consider sometimes the rule. But I know, for example, in your case, Ian, that for example, if you needed to use it, you use it unconsciously, right? So I hope that when you were writing your essay, try to put it into practice, okay? But not just by checking on the recording or checking in images, by trying to do it but yourself um, when you quoting uh, some writers or something, okay?
Understood. And yes, I'm always taking notes while I attend to classes. So whatever we see today, I'll have any I'll have some notes with me.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. I thought really I thought that you just like pay attention to the class and you just remember it. That's it. I just thought that. I don't ask me why. It was just my feeling about you.
Oh no, I remember stuff, but I take notes just in case too. It's always nice to have notes, I think.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Okay, so let's review the use of the reported speech. So can you tell me if you are watching my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, just give me a moment.
Yeah, we can see now.
Okay, so as Ian mentioned before, the reported speech, remember that we have direct and indirect speech. What is direct speech? Is when we talk in first person. That's something that I say, okay? That is direct speech. Indirect speech, that is in this case, is when we rephrase something that someone said. Remember that when we want to rephrase that, we use some verbs, for example, the verb say or the verb told, that is tell, sorry, that is the most used in reported speech. There are another one that you can use it, but today we are just use set and tell, okay? So, what to consider? First, if the person said in direct speech, said in simple present, in reported speech, you are going to use past simple, okay? So, with the verb said or with the verb told, you can either use that or don't use it. Remember that that is optional. For that reason, as in the first, as in the second column, that is in parentheses, okay? If we use simple present in direct speech, in indirect speech, we used the present perfect, okay? Simple present indirect has simple past in reported or indirect speech. The simple present indirect in reported speech, we use past perfect. Present perfect, we use past continuous. Past continuous, we use past perfect continuous. And with the tense will in future, we use would, or remember that we can use another modal verb that it can be could, or we have this modal verb must, and we use had to. If we have the verb can't, what is the past of the verb can't? Could, okay? So remember this table, and you can use it in your essay. So in order to make a little review about this sentence, so I bring two exercises.
Instructor,
Yes, tell me.
sorry, I just wanted to mention that I found my notes from last from our last learning activity, and
Yeah.
I found some info about reported speech, especially
Yes.
about may and might. So
Yeah.
if we use may in direct speech, in indirect speech we use might. For example, I may arrive late. In using indirect speech, it would be he told me that he might arrive late. I just wanted to add that.
Ah, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So now we are going to make a listening review about this topic. So please tell me if you can hear it.
Did you enjoy the party at the weekend?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
can
can
hear.
hear it.
Okay, thank you.
No, not really. There were some strange people there.
Oh, really?
Well, there was this horrible old guy. He told me he was really rich and drove a Bentley. He said he thought the music was too loud and that he hated young people. I don't know why he was there.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Then there was a really drunk woman. She said that she was a musician and she loved going to nightclubs. She also told me that anyone over 30 was really old.
You're kidding.
No, and she kept spilling her drink on me.
Oh well, apparently I'm
Okay,
really old.
sorry?
According to that audio, apparently I'm really old.
Yeah. Okay. What was the listening about? Hello? What was the listening about? Okay, now we are going to listen again, and you are going to mention who is the person that they are talking about. For example, who is really rich? Martin or Jody? So according to the audio, you are going to choose who is the person, okay?
Did you enjoy the party at the weekend?
No, not really. There were some strange people there.
Oh, really?
Well, there was this horrible old guy. He told me he was really rich and drove a Bentley. He said he thought the music was too loud and that he hated young people. I don't know why he was there.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Then there was a really drunk woman. She said that she was a musician and she loved going to nightclubs. She also told me that anyone over 30 was really old.
You're kidding.
No, and she kept spilling her drink on me.
Okay, I'm going to play it again, but I'm going to make some pauses in order that you mention who is, or what is the correct answer, okay?
Did you enjoy the party at the weekend?
No, not really. There were some strange people there.
Oh, really?
Well, there was this horrible old guy. He told me he was really rich and drove a Bentley. He said he thought the music was too loud and that he hated young people.
Okay, who said that? Who is really rich? Martin or Jody? Yes, Elber?
Jody?
Jody. Okay, as you can see, Jody is a woman, right?
Right, teacher.
Let's check because at the beginning he mentioned that it was that guy. What is guy? Okay.
People there.
Oh, really?
Well, there was this horrible old guy. He told me
This horrible old guy. What is that?
Martin.
Yeah, old guy is como un viejito, un viejo. Yeah. So, Jory is a woman. So, if he said in the next sentence,
he was really rich and drove a Bentley.
who is really rich? Jory or Martin? Elbel.
Mm, in this case, yeah, is Martin.
Yeah. In this case is Martin.
He said he thought the music was too loud and that he hated.
Okay, who says that the music is too loud? Ian.
It was Martin. Um, he said the old man referring to Martin that the music. No, wait. Let me say that again. He said that the old guy said that music was too loud and he hated young people.
Yeah, that's correct. So,
So that's Martin.
yeah, in that case, letter G is Martin. Okay? Yeah? According to
Yes,
that what you just mentioned.
both D and
Okay.
D are Martin.
Yeah.
Hated young people. I don't know why he was there.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Then there was a really drunk woman.
Okay, a really drunk woman. Yeah?
She said that she was a musician and she loved going to nightclubs.
Okay. Who is a musician? Elber.
Jody.
Jory. Yeah.
Nightclubs. I
Who?
love going to nightclubs. Is Jody.
Okay. And the last one. Anyone over 30 is really old. I think that Ian told me this answer.
Yeah, I felt personally offended by what she said. Just kidding. No, no, not Martin. That was Jody.
Eh, okay. Yeah?
She also told me that anyone over 30 was really old.
You're kidding.
No. And she kept spilling her drink on me.
Okay. Okay, check our answers. Any questions? Okay. 10 out of 10. Excellent. Okay, any questions so far?
No, teacher.
No, no
Okay.
questions yet.
Okay. Now you are going to choose, yeah, you are going to choose two sentences, okay? From 1 to I don't know if you wanted to send it this link in order to choose whatever sentence you want to do. So you are going to use she said or he said, depends on the subject, and you are going to use reported speech. Okay, be careful with this part. Okay, so I don't know if you wanted that I send it the link and you choose from 1 to 10, or just we work from 1 to 8, because I don't know if Alejandro is still in the class. So you tell me, or Ian, please choose or tell me two numbers from 1 to 12 to 20, sorry.
4 and 17.
Okay, number 4. I'm going to send it in the chat. Number 4 and number 17. Elber, please, 10 numbers.
2 numbers.
Yeah, from 1 to
Okay.
20.
Okay. Number 7.
Okay, number 7.
And number 21.
Okay,
20.
it's just until 20. Okay, Alejandro, are you there? If yes, please type in the chat in order to send it the two sentences, please. Okay, you have I think 1 or 2 minutes at least. Okay. Okay, Alejandro, don't worry. Estamos escogiendo dos oraciones para hacer el report speech, ¿vale? Entonces, bueno, escojamos la primera, que está fácil, ¿te parece? Si tienes alguna duda, me dices, ¿ok? Entonces, qué es lo que hay que hacer aquí? Como lo mencioné anteriormente, en el reporter speech es como decir en tercera persona. Él trabaja en un banco. Entonces, por ejemplo, él dijo que él trabaja en un banco. Ese él dijo que o ella dijo que se denomina reported speech. ¿Qué hay que tener en cuenta? Bueno, primero pues hay que iniciar con él o ella dijo, ¿ok? Dependiendo de que lo haya dicho. Y segundo, el tiempo. Por ejemplo, esa número 1 está en presente simple. Para hacer la oración, entonces debes hacerla en pasado, en ese caso, ¿ok? Ok, ok. Ian, are you ready?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so let's do it. Number 4. I was waiting for the bus when he arrived. So,
Give me a second, I'm a bit confused this time.
okay, that's good. Elber, have you finished?
The first
Number 7.
in report speech is she said that Lucy would come later.
The Lucy,
Would
¿así?
come would
Would.
would,
Would
would come later.
come. Okay. Are you sure?
No.
Why not?
Check, check, teacher, check.
Okay. Sin miedo al éxito. Yeah,
Wow.
correct. Excellent. Okay, the other one was 20. I was sleeping when Julie called.
Mm,
I'm sorry. I'm ready to answer question number 4.
Okay, just give me 1 second if Elber is ready for this one, okay?
I was sería he said
He?
he said he said
Uh,
that he said that had been sleeping had been sleeping when Julie had called. call it.
Okay, I think that here is missing the subject. Okay,
Okay.
who is sleeping?
Who is sleep? I was sleeping when Julie.
Okay,
Me?
okay, let's think about it while I answer. I wrote the Ian's answer. Okay, Ian, number 4.
So the text above all of the questions says that you must use she said, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, she said she was waiting for the bus when he arrived.
waiting for the bus when he arrived.
I'm like 90% sure, 90% sure that's the right answer. But there's still a 10% chance that I'm wrong.
I'm afraid that I agree with that 100%. Because this sentence is the same in direct speech. You got it or not? Remember, for example, in this one, here is in future, and the answer is with would. If here is in past, here is in present perfect. So if in this one is in present, in past continuous, I don't
Wait,
think that here is in past continuous as well.
sorry, I think I get it now. Maybe it should
Okay.
be she said I was waiting for the bus when he arrived.
No, you you don't get it. Remember, you can't. You can use the same tense in direct and in indirect speech. You can't do it. You mustn't do it. Okay, okay, I'm going to check it just here. Um, did you remember this one? So, what I want to say is that, for example, we are in this part, okay? This first part is direct speech. So, this one is direct speech. As you can see, you can use, for example, present simple in direct and present simple in indirect speech. You can't. Present past, present continue, past continuous. Yeah? Here you are using the same. Was waiting and here was waiting. Here you are using the past and here is the past. So you just add she said, but you don't make any changes in the direct sentence. Yeah? Now you got it?
I think so. Could you please
Okay.
go back to the question?
Yeah. I want to show you something before passing the question. In this one, for example, here the direct speech is in past continuous as the sentence you have. Okay. Now, the rule said if direct is in past, so you are going to use past perfect continuous. Look at the example. She said, I was waiting for him. In reported speech, she said that she had been waiting for him. Yeah?
Yeah, I think I get it now for real.
Okay, okay. I trust you. Okay, Elber, have you think about your answer?
She said that he had been sleeping when Julie had called.
Had cold. Okay, let's check.
Oops.
Okay, it's not right. Do you want to do it again or to see what was wrong in your sentence?
Show me, please. She said that she. Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
She said
it
that she.
was
Okay.
because this is the principal or the main sentence. So we only made changes in the main sentence, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Okay.
She said that
Alejandro,
she.
No way. Can I answer a question for please? I'm curious about this. I want to know. I'd like to know if I really learned how it
this is
works.
this is the first one, the first time that I, ¿cómo se decir? Corchar in a in an exercise, Ian.
Sí,
Okay,
creo que sería. She said that she had been waiting for the bus when he arrived.
she said that sorry,
She said that she had been waiting for the bus
waiting
when he arrived.
when he arrived. Okay, now you are 100% sure?
99.
Okay, let's check. Yeah, excellent.
I say thank you. I learned something new today.
Okay, that's good. That's excellent. Okay, let's do number 17, Ian. Alejandro, can you please write your sentence in the chat? Thank you. Okay, Ian. Hello.
Sorry, I was thinking and double checking my notes. I think it's She said
Okay.
that they would help if they could.
They,
They would help if they could.
okay. Now, yeah, this is run again for the same error in the first one. What was your mistake in the first sentence?
So she said that they um no, I'm sorry, I'm out of ideas this time. I give up.
Remember that if it is, sorry, would con qué iría? In order to, okay, will, would. ¿Con cuál sería would? According to this table with this chart.
The last row, maybe.
Sorry?
The last row, maybe. La última fila.
Yeah, but okay, but you should tell me one answer. Just choose one.
Can I see the question again for 1 second?
Yes, of course.
See, I really don't understand how I'm wrong.
Okay. With the verb, are you sure that we use would and would?
No, she said that they would help if they could.
Okay. So, are you sure that this is the correct one?
No, I'm not sure, but again, I don't know. Um, I'm sorry, I don't know. I give up.
Okay. In this case, mm, the verb would is used in the same. I just was kidding you. Um, would is the same as direct as in indirect speech. Is the only verb that we can use it in both of them. Okay, Ian?
I see. So you you got me, like you you really got me bad. Like I really initially I thought that I was right, and then you made me doubt my answer.
Okay, okay, okay. Any questions, any doubts? Alejandro? Sorry, Ian, you wanna say something?
Nope, I'm good for now.
Oh, okay, okay. Alejandro, are you going to send me the answer for the first one? Okay, he said that well, he said that works in the big bank. Okay, for Ian and Elber. Do you agree with this answer? Do you change something? Ian and Elber? First of all, remember that, okay, the instruction said that it was, she said that. If we use here, Alejandro, here, if we use present as in the table, I am exhausted as the example. If we use present, we have to use the past simple in the reported speech. So in this case, he said that he worked. Here is in past in the big bank. Okay, Alejandro?
Wait, the question
Oh,
doesn't say big anywhere.
sorry?
The question doesn't say big anywhere. Like the word big is
Okay. Okay, okay, yes, thank you. I was reading in the in what Alejandro sent me. Okay, he worked in a bank. Okay, let's check. Okay, any questions, any doubts? No?
No, teacher.
Okay, okay, to end this class, I'm going to mention or to show you what to consider in order to make an essay. So, are you good writing? Do you like to write? How
yeah,
about
all the
that?
time.
Yeah, perfect. So, first of all, before to write the essay, what you have to consider before writing your essay. First of all, be clear what are you talking about. Yeah? So, in order to do that, you can write your ideas first. Write your ideas to make like a brainstorming. Do you know what is brainstorming?
Tormenta de ideas.
Una lluvia de ideas. Yeah, that's correct. Then, when you finish to do your brainstorming, just to choose one of them, choose the topic that you feel comfortable to writing about. If you don't know any information about or to uh, get more information about it, and so you have to search information about it and in order to quote some authors, okay? Also, to use as many connectors as you can. And finally, you don't have to just to point out just in one point of view. So it is better to have like two options in your essay. And finally, just let that the reader um, find out what is the best in your essay, okay? What is the purpose of the essay? This is a question for you. What is the purpose of the essay? If you want to do it in Spanish, you can do it. ¿Cuál es el propósito de un ensayo? What do you think?
Como dar nuestra opinión de un tema específico, profe.
No exactamente. O sea, sí lo podemos hacer, pero a la vez no. O sea, el propósito como tal es más como mostrarle al lector, digamos, por ejemplo, a ver, ¿de qué hablamos? Algo que no sea político. Bueno, digamos que tenemos de dos celulares, un ejemplo, ¿no? Entonces tenemos el celular A, ¿cierto? Primero tenemos nuestra introducción, ¿cierto? Tenemos nuestra introducción. En la introducción, pues podemos mencionar algo muy, muy general sobre los celulares, su uso, el beneficio, ¿cierto? Y en el cuerpo podemos dar nuestro punto de vista del por qué el celular A es bueno, qué ventajas y qué desventajas tiene. Y luego tenemos un segundo párrafo, ¿cierto? Del celular B, mencionando lo mismo del celular A. Entonces, acorde como a esa información que usted da a estos dos celulares, entonces ya el lector toma como su en cuenta eso que usted escribió y ya pues saca una propia conclusión el lector de qué celular le gusta más, ¿sí? Pero no está enfocado más a algo que tú quieras opinar. ¿Qué puedes hacer? Digamos que si tú estás más enfocado, por ejemplo, en que el lector se enfoque más hacia el celular A que en el celular B, entonces para eso existen los argumentos, ¿cierto? Entonces tú vas a argumentar acorde a es que este tiene mejor cámara, este tiene mejor batería, es que de acuerdo a los influencers, de acuerdo, yo no sé, alguien dice que estos celulares son muchísimo mejor por esto, esto y esto. Y luego ya tenemos el celular B, que ya tú das tu opinión, pero no persuadiendo, digamos, como al lector de que escoja el B, sino persuadiéndolo a que escoja el celular A, ¿sí? Entonces, esa es la idea del ensayo, ¿sí? ¿Qué debemos tener en cuenta en la estructura del ensayo? First, the introduction. As I mentioned before, you have to do or to make a general idea of the topic. Yeah. Within this paragraph, you have to highlight the main idea. What is to say? You're going to choose any topic, as I mentioned in the example before, about cell phones. So first, you mention what is important about it, who created, in what time, for what reasons, for example. So you are going to highlight the main idea of the topic. ¿Para qué nos sirve escoger, digamos, una sola oración dentro del primer párrafo? Because you are going to talk about in the next two paragraphs or in the body about that main sentence. Okay? Yeah? ¿Sí me siguen? Yes?
Ok, sí.
Yeah? So remember, in the introduction, you are going to mention the general idea, but in it, you have to mention what is going to be the main topic of the essay, okay? As you can see in the slide, you are going to mention to the reader what is important and why. You don't have to write more than 5 sentences or at least 7 sentences in the introduction. It doesn't have to be too long, okay? In the second one, you are going to write you are going to do the body. In the body, it is typically write 2 paragraphs, okay? Why? As I mentioned in the previous example, always you have to have 2 points of view and make the reader to captivate the reader in order that he or she have a lot of points of view. Okay, remember, if you want to persuade the reader to choose or to have one side than the other, you have to argue, you have to quote some author. In that case, you are going to use the reported speech, okay? If you quote an author, you use the reported speech. So, in this part of the essay, remember that you are going to write 2 paragraphs, okay? In this part, when you write the first paragraph, the last sentence have to continue in the next paragraph, okay? Yeah. Remember to use connector. It is like a mandatory to use connectors in this essay. It is important to use contrast or addition connectors, okay? And in the conclusion, it is easy to write the conclusion. You just make something similar that in the introduction. It's like a resume about this, okay?
Okay,
I
teacher.
forgot the most important of the essay, to write a title. So first is going to write the title or el título, ¿cierto? Then the introduction, después la introducción. Then el cuerpo del ensayo, ¿cierto? Que irían los dos. Lo ideal es que podamos, digamos, darle como al lector, digamos, como este contraste dentro de los 2 párrafos, ¿sí? Como que el lector se le dé a escoger qué es lo mejor y que él decida, ¿sí? Y para eso vamos a utilizar lo que les mencioné anteriormente, autores. Y ahí utilizamos el reported speech. Y finalmente está pues la conclusión. Como lo mencioné anteriormente, la conclusión es como un pequeño resumen de la introducción. Ya si nosotros queremos que se incline un poco más hacia, digamos, como hacia lo que yo quisiera, entonces dentro de la conclusión, yo podría dar como mi opinión ¿cierto? O pues si hay alguna duda por resolver, entonces dentro de la conclusión se hace. ¿Listo? ¿Ya? Got it?
Sí, profe.
Okay, that's excellent. Perfect.
Profe, ¿tú nos podrías enviar ese esquemita que tienes para el report speech, para el ensayo?
Claro que sí. Ahorita se los comparto por el grupo de WhatsApp.
Listo, profe. Y Alejandro te está preguntando cómo podría, qué páginas tienes para practicar más el listening.
Sí, estaba esperando terminar esto para
Ah,
que
ok.
no quede dentro de la clase. Muchísimas gracias. Sí, no sé si tengan alguna pregunta, alguna duda,
No, profe.
¿no? Ok, listo, perfecto. Entonces, voy a parar la clase.